And we're back. So before our brief intermission, we were talking about all the technical, the powerlifting, how you can't let the bar drop back down. It's got to be a smooth motion when you pull. Is there anything that they're looking for specifically when you squat?
Depth. That's like the main thing, and that's like my main thing.
Yeah.
Depth. It has to be below parallel, not
I
just
harp
it
on.
has to be below parallel.
I know I harp on that all the time. I'm the farthest thing from a power lifter. Well, not really, but yo, if your squat don't hit depth, I don't even look at it. I don't care how much weight is on the bar. If it don't hit depth, it ain't even count.
I can't quarter reppers. I'd be like,
So for all the men out there, if you don't go full depth, she not messing with you either.
nope, I'm definitely not.
No half reps. Half reps don't count, cuz.
Gary out here, man.
Oh no, I'm good. I ain't no power lifter. You know, matter of fact, that's crazy because I seen another picture you posted on your page, and you know, it was showing before you enter powerlifting, and for some reason, there's this like stereotype when it comes to powerlifters. Like a lot of people, they can't identify if they work out or not. Like when you see the average powerlifter in the store, it's like, well, I don't know if this person lift or not, due to the fact when it comes to powerlifting, it's not really about a physique for real. It's about getting the weight up. So you can see somebody be like thinking they out of shape, but the whole time they in shape like a motherfucker. So like for you, what made you like go that route? Like this was it was like more so this what I want to do. Like
that's why I love powerlifting and not bodybuilding, because again, I was always strong. Now, you saw a before picture of me. I was skinny, and now I'm thicker. But
see, you don't even look. That's what I'm saying. You don't even look skinny in that picture.
Well, I wouldn't say skinny. I'll say
you
slim.
You look thick on that picture. You just like a slim thick.
Yeah, I was slim thick. Like I was probably, I want to say I was close to like 180 in that picture.
Oh, that ain't skinny, girl. That's thick.
Oh,
well, muscle do have more volume than fat, so of course I was still muscular, so in my legs. So of course that's why I was a little heavier. Now I'm 222. It's a big difference. I've thickened up a lot, and it's because of powerlifting and eat. So yeah, you're right. It's not about how you look, because I know some females who are small, putting up some big ass numbers, and I'm like, to me that's empowering. Like I love that. Like it's no powerlifting doesn't care about what you look like. It's how much you put up, how much can you squat, you bend, how much, or what you look like in the bikini. We ain't about that.
But you think also, is it due to the fact of the injuries people do come across? Like prime example, like you said that you had some injuries, and when I think about people like the Ronnie Coleman's of the world, even though he wasn't a power lifter, but the way how he lifted, is it really worth lifting all those heavy weights and later on down the road it catch up with your body and stuff like that?
I can't speak for every powerlifter, but for me, no. So right now, I've sat down and actually told my page list I want to take a break from powerlifting. And because of my injuries, I have to listen to my body. If I keep doing this and keep going hard like this, I'm down. I'm not.
You still got to work at the end of the day. You got to get your money.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I want to take a break, and quarantine is actually kind of what I wanted. I'm actually able to break and allow my body to heal. Now, I don't plan on powerlifting forever. I actually want to be a strength coach and do what my coach does and train other people. Like, that's where I feel like my passion is. I think that's where my calling is, to help others and to uplift, especially women who want to live. Or they see it as, oh, because of you, I get this so much. Because of you, I was able to do this. Or I thought about you and I did this. I'm like, I like that. That I want to be known as something positive. That's why I'm like, powerlifting for me is fun. I'm kind of losing my passion for it because it feels like a job now, where I'm organizing my day around it. Like, oh my God, I have to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym today. I'll go tomorrow, but I can't go tomorrow because I skipped yesterday. It's like I can't skip 2 days in a row. Like that's how my mind is, and I'm like, I don't want to do this no more. I just want to go and have fun again. So
bodybuilding is the same way. I feel that way.
Yeah.
You can imagine y'all have it worse with freaking eating and all that. See, biologists, I eat what I want, when I want, much I want.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's where I get my power from, my food and the size of how I am. I'm able to lift heavier because I am heavier.
So if you already got like a pre-imposed, you're gonna take a break, what's your goal before you take a break? Or is it just like a date and no matter what, you just gonna stop?
I have 2 competitions, but because of this coronavirus, they pushed my competitions back. I had one in May and I had one in June. I was gonna take a break in June, after June. But now it's December. They're messing me up. I wait to the end of the year to take a break. Right. So it's the one, the pushback is September is nationals, and that's where I'll be able to break world records. And that's what I want to do. There is a female who she squats 6 something. And I feel like my coach feels like I can beat her number. If anything, her squat, because she benching it well into the 3s, and her deadlifts is well into the 5s.
Oh, fuck.
Her squat is close to the 6s where I'm able to reach. Mind you, she's about 280, 300 pounds. I'm only 222.
Yeah.
So, and the numbers I'm putting up, my Wilks would be higher, and I'll have a chance at beating her, taking her world record in squats.
Gotcha.
And that's what I kind of want to do. I want to take some world records. I want to go out with a bang.
Okay.
But I want my numbers to be high enough where other people have to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want so if I take a break, because they have competitions all the time. Someone could easily take my record.
Yeah.
Right.
In the competitions, you know what I mean? But if I set my record high enough, it might take them a while to actually catch up to me. Where when I'm taking my break, I'm still holding this world record, and I'm not even lifting right now.
So what number is that? Is that like 630, 650?
I have to look. He told me. I don't remember. I think it is close to that. Her name is Bianca, I think. Bianca Brown or something like that. And she's a dope-ass woman. I love her to death.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually seen her compete before, and I was inspired. I'm like, yo, I want to take her record.
That's
be
crazy.
Like, I'm ready. I took your squat.
Is it hard for you all to get sponsored to help out?
It is hard.
Yeah. Is it due to the area you in, or is it just like if you was out? Say
that powerlifting is not a big thing in Maryland.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to be recognized out here. So if I travel to Texas or California, or Ohio, also my federation, USAPL is the #1 federation in powerlifting. So of course, a lot of their sponsors are with them. I'm not with USAPL. So if I wanted more recognition, I would have to switch. And I kind of don't want to switch.
So that's why they don't get tested.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think they do have competitions where I think they are tested.
USAPL?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think they are.
And pardon me, I just wanted to throw it out there. So I went on my Instagram and a video played, but I wanted to look at your page and you got about 34,500 followers. So I figure, your followers are probably organic and all real people who are following you and supporting you. So I find it surprising that you haven't been offered some kind of deal or sponsorship like with somebody.
I don't promote anybody. Now, if I had, just say Rogue, if I promoted Rogue out the ass without them, asking, they'll probably would notice it. So again, it's also on my end. I'm not promoting anybody. So right now I'm with Sisters of Powerlifting, and I have my best friend's brand that I'm really promoting the most. I want to start my own apparel eventually, and I'm gonna be promoting that. So I don't take supplements. So I don't have any supplement companies trying to get at me because I don't take any for me to even promote them. So that it goes hand in hand. Yes, I have a lot of followers, but those followers aren't really people who are into powerlifting, which is crazy. A lot of followers are men, and yeah.
Okay,
the whole promoting thing is hard, man, because even if you promote for somebody, you could be promoting for them, and they still gaining while you losing because it's not like they're paying you. Compared to if somebody giving you a contract and say, hey, look, for this supplement right here, we want you to push it. We're going to give you X amount of dollars every month. You use that for your meats, your food, or whatever, and just go from there.
A company called Fight or Quit. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I left them in one day. They asked me to promote, to be a part of their team. Cool. I like Fight or Quit, and I like their gear. And a lot of people know who Fight or Quit are. The guy who owns that company does not care about his athletes. He has favorites. So you would think his athletes would get like 50% discount and commission off of what they're promoting or selling. Mm-hmm. No, I get 15%, the same as my followers. So if I'm promoting something, I'm like, use code RED15 to get 15%. That's the same damn code I'm using. Yeah. What makes it different than my fans, and I'm getting the same amount of shit? Like, I'm just pretty much working for free, and I'm promoting you for no reason. Like, what am I?
They don't even send you free stuff?
No.
Man, that's fucked up.
No, a lot of them are like that though.
I paid for it. So I'm like, I left them. I was like, nah. And then I had to repost you guys 2 times out the week, 4 times out the week in my story. So everything, pretty much, you want to take over my page. So everything is Fight or Quit. There's nothing about Phenomenal Red.
Yeah.
And anything out of it. No, I was So
that's messed up. Hey, I want to just hop back real quick. So about the injuries and stuff and this break, and you got to push your career out, or this stage until December and whatnot. Do you really feel like there's no way that you can maybe like take a year off and just rehab and then get back into it and take your title or keep your title?
It's possible to take a year off, but will I do it? No. I'm going to get that itch. I'm going to be like, I miss it. Because I've tried to do that before, and I'm like, I can't. I miss it. And I'm going to come back. So I might take 6 months just to allow myself. Like I said, I'm going to still work out. It won't be style. It'll just be, a squat here and there, bench here and there, deadlift here and there. Nothing crazy, nothing heavy.
Oh, okay.
Heavy. And then just, relax, go to the gym when I feel like it, not because I have to, because I am on a program. So,
right.
Yeah, probably 6 months. It won't be a year. It's possible. It just probably won't happen because I'm hard-headed and I miss the gym. The gym is my release. So.
So what's that process like peaking for a show? Because I know me and Gary, we've spoken on it in the past about how bodybuilders peak for their show, but how do you peak for game day?
For a powerlifter?
My coach has me, our programs are 8 weeks. So once we are about 8 weeks out from my competition, that's when I know, all right, we're getting serious. I'll start peaking like close to, I want to say 3 weeks out. He has me doing close to my 1 rep max, where he thinks my numbers will be in my competition. So once I hit that 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I'm pretty much hitting PRs in the gym. Those are the most important weeks. And then when I hit the competition, I just got to put my best. So we're going to start off, you get 3 attempts on each one. Yeah. So the first is going to be something where we know I'm going to hit regardless. Then the second, that's going to be close to the gym PRs that I've been hitting for the past 3 weeks. And then the third attempt is going to go, we're about to wild out, depending on how good you did on your second, third attempt, wilding out. And we're going to be amazed if I can get it, or be like, we're going to learn. If I don't,
I always wonder why people have a hard time to figure out what they're going to open up with. Like, you've been doing this for the trainer. So like some people doubt themselves, so they start off. It's like you wasted a rep going
yeah,
lighter.
You don't want to overdo it and then you fuck up, and now because if you miss your first attempt, you gotta do it again. So you can't overdo it. Like, oh, I got this. My warm ups were good because you get to warm up first before you get on the platform.
Yeah.
I'm fine. You know what? Let's raise my first attempt instead of being smart and just put numbers on the board. Because that's kind of what the first attempt is, just to put numbers on the board, just to get you on the board.
Mm-hmm.
If you scratch your first attempt, you still at 0. But motherfuckers already at 400 pounds and you still at 0. So yeah, it's not that. Well, for us, my coach is not hard. He's really good at what he does. And that's why he's like the best decision I've made in my powerlifting career, to be on his team. He knows what he's doing. So he watches how I'm progressing each week. He makes notes and he sees, well, if this is your PR in the gym, we're going to drop down 30 pounds. So usually when I'm in competition, we're jumping about 20, 30 increments between each one. So
even on bench? So even on bench press?
Well, on bench press is like 10, maybe.
Gotcha.
15, but we're talking about squats. In my head, I'm thinking about squats.
Yeah.
Squats, he's able to jump me 30 pounds because he knows, he has faith in me that you can pick it up. Just stand up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's how we are. And then with deadlift, same thing. We'll jump 30 pounds. So that's kind of how he can decide where my openers will be. He looks at my gym PRs and be like, all right, so you can squat 530 in the gym. So we're going to open you up close to 500 because I know you can do it.
Yeah.
So get to your second and third attempt, we have a little bit more confidence. So that's how we figure it out.
Because I done been in meets where I done seen somebody open up 500 and they miss it, and then the second attempt they get, and it's like, is it more so a mental thing? Because you got people watching you now. It's all eyes on you.
Oh, when you're squats are the first thing and you're nervous, it's your first attempt.
Yeah.
Your nerves is everywhere. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. That's why I say pick a number you can do.
So the number, so you saying that for more so confidence wise to like get into the game, or just in general?
Yeah.
Or both. Or I could go for both.
Yeah. Cause it's like,
Because pretty much if you miss that first attempt, it's a mind fuck now.
It is. I've never missed the first attempt, so I wouldn't know. But I can only imagine.
Because you got to wait till everybody go back around, and then.
Yep, it's like, damn, I got to do a number again. Because you can't up until you hit that number. And then you're fucking yourself up like, damn, I know I can do this. Why didn't I do this? And you'll think of everything wrong instead of thinking of everything right to get you back on track. And that's just, it's a human thing. People do that. But it's like your nerves is everywhere, especially some people take pre-workout. I don't take pre-workout, but just say the pre-workout is hitting you. You got nerves, all the people with their cameras, and then like, wow, you might miss your cue and you might not hit depth or you think you did or whatever. So when you come back around your second attempt, you'll get it because now you're kind of like, all right, you're settled a little bit. You know what to expect. So I think that's probably another reason why people miss their. I can't speak for me because I ain't gonna miss it, but other people.
So how does your coach pick your number? If do y'all talk about that like months in advance? Like this meet, I want to go for like 600.
I don't know anything I'm doing until I'm under the bar, and that's how.
Shit.
So when I'm in competition, I'll know my openers, but my second and third attempt, I don't know. So my past competition in November, I actually I broke my own record. No one else broke my record yet. I broke my own record on squats. And all he said was, it's going to be heavy, but so the fuck what? You're going to pick that shit up. I was like, okay.
Oh, shit. Your man go hard.
Won't tell me because he don't want me to get in my head. And that's, I think that's the best way to do it, honestly. I have time to think do it.
Gotcha.
Always admire powerlifters. I think everybody who's a powerlifter, at some point, you was in a play in your life. Because the things y'all do before y'all work out, it should just be,
Theatric.
You know, is that all necessary? If it's not, it look cool to me. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
I just be like, gotta do all that though. I used to do the little Goku thing like this. Why? But it helps.
Stand at the ceiling before you deadlift like this.
Yup. Or they'd be like,
hey, that's because you're praying to God that this bar lifts up. That's what that is. I'm praying.
But I see people do it on the weight that they know they could get. So at this point, what we doing?
Like, you know, ritual alive, man.
You know. That's how we're extra. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
Love that shit. Well, we know you love it because you like attention. Everybody staring at you at the goddamn gym like, what's she doing over there? What that girl doing? She gonna get it? She gonna lift it? Oh, she got it. Fuck.
Damn. And that's probably what they do.
So why do they do squat, bench, and then deadlift? Like, why do they do it that way? Because I would hate to bench second because I know I'm gonna expend a lot of energy on squat. So my best bench will never be after I squat.
Ain't it all? I think it's all dependent on the meet, right? It's not always that same rotation, is it?
It's always deadlift, SBD. Honestly, I have no idea. I think it's just the way our bodies are. I don't know because it makes deadlifts harder. They want it to be at the end of the day, like that deadlifts at the end of the competition. That's willpower right there. Because
deadlifts are hard by default.
Exactly, and then after energy and squats and bench, it's a damn sure competition. If you do all three, you know, some competitions you have only squat, or some people only bench, or some people only deadlift, or they have push pull where you're only benching and deadlifting. Some people don't. But
I've seen one where people was curling. I'm like, I find that to be interesting.
They do have options. Not in every competition.
Yeah, like the line was long as shit. Like it was like almost like Chick-fil-A. They was waiting to curl.
I don't even know. I don't do that. But I don't know why it's squat, bench, deadlift. I honestly don't.
So have you ever mix it up a little bit? Have you ever? I'm surprised. Like, how come you never met anybody at a meet? Because I think you got a bunch of power lifters. I'm sure it's dudes there that checking you out, and they bench more than 4 or 5. How come?
It's not a lot of people like us at the meet. There's not a lot of.
It's not a lot of
based on the meets that I've been to, I haven't seen a lot of African Americans at the meets. I'm just gonna keep 100 with you. All right. So unless you're one of those, I don't think she's one of those. I don't think you're one of those types.
Got you.
But I have dated a powerlifter. I met someone at one of my competitions.
Okay. What was that like?
He was the only brother there.
No.
Was he your brother?
Two of them. Now that going into the years, a lot more Black people are getting powerlifting, which is amazing because it is a dominantly white sport.
Oh, we're dominating the sport right now.
Huh?
We're dominating the sport right now.
We are. They don't like that.
You got people like you who are naturally gifted, and then you talking about depending on. That's why I'm saying you got to have the right coach, but you got some coaches that might influence you to start doing shit, and then now you're talking about the numbers. So imagine you taking something on top of the numbers you pull up already naturally. You lifting out the fucking gym now.
You about to be like the mountain Hafthor Bjornsson or whatever. Yeah. Lifting 1,000 pounds for reps.
I don't think I would ever take anything, honestly. I don't want to. I like the way my body looks. I like how I sound as a woman. I like my curve. That shit would be different if I start taking it. I don't want that.
Yeah, because then your eyebrows are going to start connecting and shit, and your eyelashes are going to be falling out. We don't need all that.
Pain and all that. I don't want that.
Ain't a good look.
So how was the relationship with the dude that you met at the powerlifting meet? What was that like?
So,
2 powerlifters.
We lasted. I met him in January 2019. We broke up in May, and I mean
that's still new. That's still fresh. He got a chance.
No, he don't.
What happened? If you don't mind sharing with us.
Details of why we broke up. It wasn't because of lifting. It was other things. It's just like we kind of rushed it. And that's my thing. I love hard. And when I'm into you, I'm into you. And so things were kind of rushed. So I learned some things about him, and I was just like, that ain't like, it had nothing to do with lifting. It was just his personal hygiene type stuff that I didn't like.
He can fix that though, right? I hope he can fix it.
You said what?
Can he fix that? Like, I hope he can fix it. Like,
I would hope so too, but he's an older guy. So most people, when they're in their older ages, they're set in stone. They can say they'll change, but if they've been doing it for 40 years, ain't nothing really going to change, because I've tried to talk to him about it many times. Nothing really has changed.
No.
How old are you, Red?
I'll be 29 in July.
Oh, she a baby. Damn.
I am old woman over here. You gotta recognize.
I don't know. I'm with Gary on this one.
She a little baby, man. See, I asked you to do a motherfucking background check before we bring these people on here. Don't get me in motherfucking trouble.
I mean, she above the age of consent.
Nigga, I'm 42. You got this goddamn. She's 29.
Well,
I'm 42. Black don't crack, looking like a snack. Hello.
He lied about his age.
What?
I'm messing with you. Say it again.
He
lied about his age.
Oh, how old he was?
He told me he was 39. He real life was 43, and I was like, "What difference does that make? You're older than me. Period."
No, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. Don't do that. That's a big difference.
Really?
He didn't want to come off as a creeper.
I usually date older men, so when I found out was through his competition, because you have to give them your license when you sign in, so they make sure your name is right, your age is right, your date of birth is correct. So he was actually at nationals, and I'm watching it online. His name popped up with his age. I'm like, 43. He told me 39. I was like, if you can lie to me about your age, what else are you lying about? And he has lied about some other stuff that I found out.
No, but you got to think about it. You 29, you ain't got no kids. He like in the last half of his life. That might be a temper that you might not want me. If I tell you my real age, you might walk away. And I love you so much that I'm going to lie to you at this point because I want you, so that you could get the chance to know me, and then I can win you over and tell you my real age at this point.
No, and you're starting a relationship off of a lie. Don't lie to me. That's one of my pet peeves. Do not lie to me. Give me that option to say yes or no. You don't know. Just because of your insecurities, don't lie to me.
So his hygiene was that bad. Let me tell you something. If I love you and your breath stink, guess what? If you can't fix it, I don't give a fuck how old you are. I'm going to fix it for you. So every morning, I'm going to brush your goddamn teeth myself. So I'm not trying to hear what you're talking about.
My man on something else.
Agree to disagree.
I'm with you on that one. I'm going to have to walk away.
Because
I can't even get close to you. You stink. Yeah, if she stink, if her breath stink, guess what else probably stink?
Yeah, that's what my nana taught me that. But you know what also she taught me too, baby?
And I
put a little cap of bleach in that water.
Oh, this man trying to kill people.
Put a little cap of that bleach. That's down south. Right. Kill that germ.
So we're gonna hop back on track real quick. I know I got one more important question for you that probably the listeners want to know too. How did you vet your coach? How did you know that you got a good coach? Because you said that you was with somebody who thought they was a power lifter and was teaching you. So somebody that's coming new to it, like how do they even determine who's a good coach and who's not a good coach? What do you look for?
2018 was actually during a competition. He was a judge. So that means already you know what you're doing. When you're a judge, because you have to go through classes to even be qualified as a judge to go through these competitions, right? So while I was competing, and one of my teammates, she also was a judge. And she was like, they told me the story. It was like, when they saw me squat, they looked at each other. It was like, yo, we were. So I've actually asked about him when he came into my DMs and introduced himself and was like, we really think he will be an asset to our team. Have a look at my page. He has his own website. Like, he's legit. So of course I did my research. I saw how many members are on my team. We have about 20 of us. We read deep. And how long they've been. Plus I looked at the records that they're holding. So I'm looking at Ogechi is one of the top squatters on our team as well. She's right there with me, if not better. And she holds some national records. Other people on our team hold national records. And I'm like, wow, this man really knows what he's doing. Asked Brown, and they was like, he's a great, genuine guy. He cares about his athletes. He's always on time. He checks in on us, even when we're not competing. It, like during this quarantine, he checks on me every other day to make sure I'm okay. And that shows the type of character that he is. Mm-hmm. He's a genuine man. He genuinely cares for his people. Plus, he's also a strength and conditioning coach for football, high school football. So he knows what he's doing. And so coming from the guy that I was working out with to him, it was a big difference. And I could see my progress. And I'm like, yep, I'm sticking with him. So I just do your research. I advise anyone, just do your research. Don't just,
Don't just fall for the guy that's in the gym who's a powerlifter who think he's a coach now because he got you training him.
Thinks he's a powerlifter.
He would get his workouts from his whoever he was getting his workouts from and just changing the numbers up for me. He didn't even really truly work on my form. He didn't, when I was pulling my bicep, he didn't really try to fix it for me. Like, the hell? Little shit. I was just like, wow. But yeah.
So I think we got time for one more question. Did you want to add something, Gary?
What you got for me?
Gary always got something wild.
Yeah. Oh, here she goes. All right, look, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna help you out. That's got to keep your tongue in your mouth, fam. Unless you got pepper spray. You carry pepper spray? She got to carry pepper spray. You carry pepper spray.
How you beat these guys off your red?
Huh?
What's your question?
All right. My question to you, the last and final question, would be.
I'm kind of scared.
Let me see, because I wanted to be real special.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I got one for you. My last question is this for you. I know you say you like to inspire women and all this stuff, and you want to be able to, at some point, help uplift women and things of that nature, right? If we threw an event to put you in that type of atmosphere where you could do that, would you attend?
Without question, okay. I would do it. Now, like I said, I am naturally shy.
Because I know you shy.
Exactly.
But see,
shy. But once I'm, once I'm there,
yeah,
and start, warming up, I'm a chatterbox, as you can tell. Mm-hmm. So, absolutely do that. If it helps someone, especially to prevent an injury, if someone wants to learn properly how to do something, mm-hmm. I'm there. I would love that.
I think we got something in the. I think we could, make something happen for you as soon as the quarantine is over.
After this stuff is over, and it has to be warm.
Of course. So we know you're no longer with Fight, Don't Quit. Well, you're not with them, but is there any brand that you associated with, or any products or services that you want to promote right now and let the customers or let our followers know about?
This shirt, Melanin Powerlifter, is with Sisters of Powerlifting. I am their ambassador, or one of the ambassadors. So a lot of their gear I get for free, and that's how it's supposed to be. and I will promote them. I actually will do podcasts for them as well. I have done an article with them. I don't know if y'all seen my motivational video where they took me to New York and they paid for everything. They brought me to New York. They video recorded me of my deadlift session in their gear. And then my best friend, Fitness Queen, plus size Fitness Queen. I don't know if you've seen her brand or not on my page. I'm always tagging my bestie. Her movement is for plus size fitness. It's just plus size doesn't necessarily mean your size. It means your mindset, your heart, your passion is plus size and it's fitness, right? And it's king or queen. She has both for men and women. So I represent, because I'm behind them 100%.
Got you. I seen the video that you're talking about. I seen that. I think I seen it the day that you posted it, and I have seen you tag the other brand too. But that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So that's what I'm repping for right now until I start my own brand, my own movement.
Okay, let us know.
Soon.
We're gonna have you back on to promote it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right. We are so grateful for your time this evening.
Enjoyed you, love. Enjoyed you so much.
Everybody, I am Phenomenal Red, right?
Mm-hmm. I am Phenomenal _27. Red 27.
Got you. All right, Fat Podcast. We out.
Out.